Before I start this movie review, I just want to give a big shout out to IMDb, where I get all my information and fun facts from.
What's up, everyone? Movie Made Nick here, and I just went to go see the film The Running Man. The director was Edgar Wright, and it starred Glen Powell, Michael Cera, Colman, Domingo, Josh Brolin, Lee Pace, which he was the masked man, or I should say the masked killer in this film, Alyssa, Benn, Sienna, Benn, David Zayas, Greg Townley, Glusman, Joey Ansah, and William H. Macy. So this movie is basically about Ben Richards joins a game show in which contestants who are allowed to go anywhere in the world are pursued by hunters hired to kill them. So here's my own personal opinion about the film The Running Man 2025. Did I like it? Did I not? Here we go. But before I get into that, I do want to say that Arnold Schwarzenegger does make a small, very small cameo in this movie, but it's not what you think. Stay tuned for my fun facts, and I will let you know what it is. Anyway, this movie was okay. It wasn't the greatest film. There was a lot of theories about this film and a lot of reviews. It wasn't that great, and I could see why it wasn't. For me, the action was good. Tons of action. Tons of, there's deaths in the movie, and they show you how people died, and there's a lot of gun killings and stuff like that, because that's what The Running Man is. Let's just face it. That's what it is. But what got me, but before I get into the negatives, Glen Powell, I think he's a good actor. I think he did an okay job with this. And the storyline was all right, I guess. I mean, if we've seen the original movie, it kind of is like that, but this is more, it goes from the novel, the book of The Running Man, than what the 1987 version was. And for me, I think what got me was the pacing of this film, because the original film was 1 hour and 41 minutes. This was 2 hours and 14 minutes. That's a long time. And with people's short attention spans nowadays, they don't want to sit through that unless they're really into it. But I don't know. I really don't know. That's what got me, was the pacing, because there was plenty of times I was looking at my watch. Is it almost over? Is it done? How they ended the film, I really like how they ended it in the original movie than in what they did in this film. That's just my opinion. But I don't know. I would say I would rather watch the 1987 version than this. I mean, there's nothing against Edgar Wright and Glen Powell, and I know Stephen King wrote the book, and it goes more by the book, but how they made this, it was too long. That's what it is. It was just too long. But it did have its pros and cons. There was a few jokes I did maybe chuckle, but there was just some other jokes that was just, okay, whatever. So on a rating scale, this is going to be a short one, because it's not, I would wait until it comes on something else, guys. I would not go rush and see this in the movie theater. Wait till it comes on something else, if you want to see it. If you don't, then don't, because really for me, this is one and done. That's it. I'm never going to see this again. I already saw it. That's it. So on a rating scale, I would say from 5, I give this probably a 2 out of 5. That's because of Glen Powell and the action. Otherwise, that's it. The storyline was The pacing was terrible. Yeah, a 2 out of 5 for me on this film. But it's up to you guys if you want to see it or not. But I prefer to go see or watch, not go see, but watch the original from 1987, The Running Man with Arnold Schwarzenegger. That was a much better story and a much better fantasy than this film. And now it's time for fun facts. Arnold Schwarzenegger, the star of the original The Running Man from 1987, appears on the currency used in the film. This film is a closer adaptation to the Stephen King story than The Running Man from 1987. And finally, in the novel, there is only one contestant that does The Running Man show, not 3. And that's it, guys. That is my movie review for The Running Man 2025. I hope you guys enjoyed that. Usual, smash that like button, support, share, hit that notification bell. Now for our next video vlog will be up. Also, check me out on Instagram on the same name, Movie Mania Nick. And remember, stay safe, be excellent to each other, and party on, dudes!